How's it going, guys? Thank you for coming back to the channel. This is Giuseppe. Today I'm talking about Project Cars 2 because I know that plenty of people are having problems if you're using the controller. The handling is really difficult, and I spent the first few days playing this game thinking, wow, I really suck. However, I did my research. I discovered that it's not just me, it's actually more like the people who made the game don't really didn't really put the controller part into their main thoughts when they were making it. Now, I've been fiddling with the controls and stuff, and I do know that things that I have set are not really for professionals, or if you guys are really good at racing games, these settings aren't really going to suit you. But as for me, I'm still getting used to the game, so I wanted to share with you guys, anybody who's watching really, that what has Project Cars 2. As you can see me struggling a little bit there with controlling the car. Um, I want to be able to help you guys out with the settings so that you can have an easier time, because I know before I messed with the settings, my car would drift off into every single corner that I hit. The braking was bad, the steering was even worse. It's all really a mess. So I hope they do fix it where it's easier, because coming from playing Drive Club to this game, they're totally different games. However, I think, and I'm still getting used to the controls a little bit, you can see there. I think Drive Club had a more arcade style. This takes into effect, as you can see, ABS, traction control, stability control, all those things, which are items you can change. So I'll show you guys my settings here right about now. First off, you want to go to controls, and these are just my personal options. You guys can play with them a little bit, but maybe this can help you with discovering, finding a place to start. I have my steering. I actually have all my dead zones set to 0. Basically, the dead zone is when the game stops registering controller input. So there's a certain point where you push something and it doesn't do anything. Steering sensitivity is, the low, below 50. Throttle sensitivity, that can be really difficult to understand, because I know I was messing around in the ZL1 they have in the game, and I would just slightly tap the right trigger and it would go ballistic. So that one was really difficult to figure out, but you want that set to a low setting. I have mine at 3. Brake sensitivity, that one, I have it towards the higher numbers because I like braking. I like taking less time to brake and more time to hit the throttle. Going down to clutch, not really going to matter, I don't think, unless you're using a manual setting, which I have the automatic as of right now. I'm going to start off with the automatic because doing manual would just add too much stress to trying to learn this game. Dampers, speed sensitivity, you both want those at 100 or around 100, whatever suits you best. Controller vibration, that's just more of a sensation for the game. Controller damping, these things aren't really a huge difference maker. Shift time is set to 0. RPM, gear display, obviously, most people would want that. As for this stuff, I didn't really mess with it that much. Actually, I haven't. Yeah, this is all, you can change these in the settings. Actually, I'm going to check out the headlights real quick. It says please assign, cancel, never mind. Force feedback, we don't have that turned on right now. But hopping over to gameplay, this is another setting, and as you can tell, I have steering assistance on, braking assistance, driving assist. Now I have anti-lock brakes on low because just racing around this course, taking a practice lap before I started the video, I realized I was braking at points where I really didn't want it to brake, and the wheels were just kind of chopping. Obviously, that's what ABS does. Stability control, you want that on. Traction control, that really helps out. I do have it on low though, just to give myself a little more control over the car. I think that's pretty much it. Obviously, you have auto start engine on down here for me. That's up to you. All this stuff is really not going to affect your driving performance, but if you turn off steering assistance and if you turn off braking assistance, it's a totally different game. It's, as you can tell, it says it automatically ensures that the car is braking and slowing so that it can make it around any corner. And steering assistance is whenever you're hitting a corner, it kicks in. I found that it helps you, it gives more control, more input to the steering than it normally would, because I would find I was racing around on like a NASCAR style track using the stock car they have in the game, and I would have my left stick all the way to the left trying to turn my car, but I would still hit the wall. And that was just one of the most frustrating things. I was messing with the steering settings, so I said, screw it, I'll turn the assistance on. And I've been racing around racetracks like the one I'm on now a lot easier. But as for that, those are my personal settings. Obviously, you guys can decide how you want the game to go for you. I am using the Corvette Z. Oh, I think it's a Z06. It's a racing version of it. I'm not entirely familiar with all the cars, but I didn't really want to turn this into a review, but I guess it doesn't really matter. See, I mean, going back to the whole steering thing and braking, it's going to take some time to get used to, because I don't think I'm going to win many races with this setup, but it's just getting the hang of the game right now. Hopefully you guys can figure out what your settings are that can give you the best possible outcomes for, going off track, best possible outcomes for your races, especially online. Anyway, as for the game goes itself, I do enjoy like all the new cars they have in it. It's a lot bigger than Drive Club had to offer, as well as the time of day changing. That's always been a cool thing in racing games. And then there's the Live Track 3.0. Now, I haven't really messed around with that too much, but it really does the water and stuff. Look. This is crazy. I'm not even braking right now. Like, I don't need to be braking. But yeah, when the water's on the track, it definitely changes how the race is done. Anyway, I know if my friends are watching this right now, you guys are probably like, why the heck are you talking about this, dude? We don't play the game. I got to hit that corner a lot slower. It's not really for you guys. I mean, I just want to get a video out there, and I also, maybe somebody will come along if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my channel and you don't know who I am. I mean, hopefully can help you out a little bit, because I know lots of people are struggling on the controller with this game. I think they designed it for the steering wheel and the VR setups and all that. It is a sim game. It's not much of an arcade game, but you can still have fun with it. And I'm going to be doing a lot more online stuff as soon as I get used to the game. I've been driving with the rear view camera, so I'll switch it up a little bit. It is definitely going to take time to get used to, that is for sure. So if you guys have patience with me and with yourselves, this game can turn into something good. Now, I know lots of people have been complaining about it's, underdeveloped on release and all that. Now, I never had Project Cars 1, but I'm willing to give this game a chance. I know I'm not that good of a racer, but it's going to take practice. Anyway, I think that's really all I have to say for this video. I know it doesn't apply to many people, but you get to sit here and enjoy how bad I am at driving this Corvette around a racetrack in the United States. It's kind of an insult to all the Chevy dealers out there. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video or if it helped you out in any way, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be having a lot more time on my hands lately. Not just because of school, but I mean, pretty much I should be getting more videos out there, not just about racing and stuff. But till next time, guys, have a good one. It's Giuseppe. Peace.